you're making $50,000, don't date.
Ooh.
I'm just being for real. You're not ready to date.
Again, I'm with you when
You're not ready to date. And you're not ready to date because courtship costs.
Okay.
Everything costs.
Okay.
You can go for 22 walks in the park, but eventually, shorty is going to need a sip of something. She going to be thirsty.
You know how much single people there would be? Well, guess what? I'm wondering why. So many of these women are walking around talking about they're single because they do not want to date the average man. Somewhere in their minds, they made up that every man in the United States is making roughly 250 to 300 million a year. What's going on, YouTube? Today we have three lovely young ladies. One, I believe she calls herself a relationship strategist, whatever that means. I'm guessing, that's no different than everyone that gets broken up with all the time and want to call themselves a dating coach, I guess. So, anyways, let's sit back and relax and see what they have to say, being that this video is seemingly going viral all over the internet. Here we go.
If you can love somebody by measurable things that they do, does that mean that, like, if somebody comes in and does things measurable for you that are more than what your man is doing, not you specifically, but anybody who's dealing with someone, does that mean, like, you can be loving more than one?
Now, fellas, is it me or is something a little off of her face? I don't know. Maybe y'all could tell me in the comments, but, it's an open discussion. Let's figure it out. We'll continue.
Person? Are you open to leave your relationship?
That's the question. Are you open to leaving your relationship, or are you noticing the things that these other people are doing for you and bringing that back home and shamelessly plugging it in communication with your person, right? Because if they don't know you want something or need something, or like, if you didn't tell me you like flowers, I wouldn't know. Right? So I'm never going to show up with flowers. I don't know that's what you like.
Right.
I'm assuming, just like the last girl I dated or whatever, that you don't like flowers. Flowers are tacky, they're corny, they low vibration or whatever.
Right.
So you have to be, in constant communication with your person. Now, also, let's not be stupid and put ourselves in proximity with people that I would never be around another man long enough for him to do more for me than my own.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Because I'm not looking for another man. You know what I mean? I'm not looking for somebody to fill a void. We do that when there's something missing. We don't do that just because. Like, women are really not, women don't cheat. So we not out here doing just go with it. Yeah, see? Now it's official. None of us women cheat. Ever.
We don't.
Anywhere in the world, when you look at a woman, she faithful. And she faithful because she got fulfilled man at home that does things for her. And the ones that don't, they the ones that slide around and find something else and fill other shoes, and they want some dick and they want some dollars and they want whatever they're missing. That's what they go hunting for.
Right.
So fellas, let's not be stagnant. Let's not be, let's not show up empty-handed in the actionable account. Let's make sure that thing is filled all the time, and you never have a problem. You could put me in a room full of men right now, dicks down to the floor, and I'll be like, please get me out of here.
Right.
Like right now.
I'll escort y'all. Send her to the back.
It's so crazy because straight up, they're telling you, my love is conditional. If you act right, you're not going to get cheated on. But the moment that she deems you as any type of, okay, you falling off game, you're not handling your business like you're supposed to, dude, there's going to be another man in your bed. There's a stranger in your house, kid. There's a stranger in your house. Don't listen to these chameleons, man. They'll tell you whatever they got to until they're mad, or I'm not happy. Man's worst 3 words you could ever hear.
What?
Okay, so talk about, because we do have male listeners as well. So talk about what dating would look like for, a guy who's maybe making just like $100,000 a year, and he's a high value man in every aspect of it. He's a good guy, but maybe he doesn't have the income to be, giving $10,000 to a woman to, invest in her business.
Absolutely.
So what does dating look like for like the average? $100,000 is not even the average person. Let's
keep it.
So let's keep it real for the average person who is making $50,000. That's a good person. What does dating look like for them?
So if you're making $50,000, don't date.
Ooh.
I'm just being for real. You're not ready to date.
Again, I'm with you when
you're not ready to date. And you're not ready to date because courtship costs.
Okay.
Everything costs.
Okay.
You can go for 22 walks in the park, but eventually, shorty is gonna need a sip of something. She gonna be thirsty. This bottle of water is $3 in Atlanta. Let's not play. So if you
This is why we're here to add more context to this conversation. This lady is saying if you make $52,000 a year, well, 50 she said, but 52,000 is what average, right? If you make the average salary, you should not be dating. You know how much single people there would be? Well, guess what? I'm wondering why. So many of these women are walking around talking about they're single because they do not want to date the average man. Somewhere in their minds, they made up that every man in the United States is making roughly 250 to 300 million a year. It's astronomical and it makes absolutely no sense. But leave it to these relationship coaches, relationship gurus, life coaches who didn't even really live life and probably don't even know how to read a book, who sit here and tell you who you should be looking for. Fellas, don't listen to this. And ladies, I really hope y'all are not taking a page out of her book. 'Cause I guarantee you her book is very, very narrow and it's paperback. There's nothing going on in it that's interesting.
You don't have any expendable cash, don't date. And whatever that looks like for you, you might only make 50,000, but you live in a shoe. And now you got expendable cash.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm not saying you gotta pay to play to be with a woman. I'm simply saying courtship costs.
Right.
It is not free
It's
to
not.
date. Like some of us can't even take our homegirl out and it's free.
That's
You know what I'm saying? You peeling off a little check for shorty's drink. So it's like, why do we expect anything else of women with a man? Like, fellas, if you're broke, don't date. You're not ready to date yet. Or get you a bottom of the barrel bitch that's gonna date you when you have no money.
That's what I was about
You
to
understand?
ask.
If she doesn't want anything financially from you, if she doesn't have that expectation, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, enjoy it while it lasts because eventually you're gonna wanna run because she doesn't stretch you. She doesn't make you the man that you need to become in order to thrive in this world.
Right.
She doesn't set expectations for you. She allows you to be the stagnant dude in the same jeans for 3 days. You know what I'm saying?
Same jeans is wild.
So for all you bottom of the barrel bitches, as your sister put that, this is what y'all want to listen to? Y'all really bow here, really believing that you can do absolutely nothing to elevate a man? There's nothing wrong with dealing with a man that is working on himself, that is building himself up. So long as you know how to vet, you have to look at the signs, listen to his words. Does he have an actual plan? And is he moving towards those plans? You'll be foolish to deal with a man if you see that there is no ambition in him. Every day, there's no drive. He doesn't get upset when something goes wrong. He just takes it and sits down and does nothing about it. That's how you vet your men. If your men are getting up every day and trying and working, relentless, nonstop, building, you and him will have an amazing future together. When I met my wife, I wasn't really doing much of nothing. I ain't really have nothing. I had a lot of ambition and drive. I had to build myself. If my wife today, well, I should say if my wife of yesteryear said to herself, you know what? This man is not where he should be. He's only making roughly $40,000 a year. I don't want to be with him. I'm gonna go keep climbing the mountain till I get the top. And guess what? The likelihood is she wouldn't have anyone right now. My little baby boy wouldn't be here. She wouldn't be a stay-at-home mom. She wouldn't be living the life that she's living because of the fact of her listening to these relationship coaches, relationship gurus. Y'all need to go somewhere with that because I guarantee you it's not working out for them. It's really not working out for them. Ladies, don't do it to yourselves. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe. Stay in tune. Come back for more content. See you on the next one.